My name is Rosalind Ryder. I'm the CEO and founder of It's Already Done. For those of you that are able to read the caption, what you see is Tune In Together with Rosalind. This is a episode that we wanted to create once a month just to be able to see what's going on in the community. Outside of our sisters supporting sisters, we've had Rita Hernandez here before. She shared with so many things that she has done in the community, a lot of things that has been spearheaded throughout the community of San Antonio was because of this amazing lady that you're looking at, Rita Hernandez. She did many of the activities that are here in the community, and then she went on to do other things. She is very well known for Inspiration for Life, which is a streaming um, radio station, and she has in 140 countries. I've been blessed to be a co-host with her. We've partnered with McDonald's. We're now at My Familia
Mi
restaurant,
familia, yeah.
and we're doing so many other things. We recently found out that we will be going on television on Roku, and so we've been working out a lot of the different areas in San Antonio, making sure that we cover all areas from the north, east, west, south side to include the downtown area. And
Yes.
so I just want to bring Rita on tonight so that people can really see what she's doing in the community. I wanted to make sure that people knew about some upcoming things that we're doing. And so let's just kind of start off talking about the expansion from Inspiration for Life. I know you were just recognized doing so many different things, Rita, in the community, not only in the San Antonio area where you were recognized, but even nationwide. So
Yes.
let's just go in and talk about what you are doing with the television station, what that looks like, and then we'll work our way into Goodies for Hoodies, which you
Yes.
are actively a part of that with us. So let's kind of share with people what that's all about, and so for those that come on here, because I already see some people on here that are new people that I've met, Rita, so they really don't know what you and I do. So let's just kind of educate people on who you are, what you're doing in the community with Inspiration
Yes.
Life, and then if you'll talk a little bit about Roku and what that looks like.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Miss Rosalind, for having me on the show. And this is actually my very first live since I've been away for quite some time.
Yes.
I know I've been away since I believe it was like in March, the maybe the middle of March. I ended up having surgery, and I had to take my time to rest and recover. So it's that time now where my surgeon has given me the blessing to go back to work and get things done. But in the meantime, of course, while I've been at home resting and recovering, um, I've been doing some behind the scenes stuff while I could do some stuff at home on my computer, make some phone calls. Of course, being with my family, spending time here with my son and my daughter and my mom, and of course, Bloss and stuff. But the behind the scenes of the work part was really aligning everything that has been a part of my mission, vision, and purpose since day one, since when we launched Inspiration for Life. But even going back to when I left Christus Santa Rosa in 2005, it's been about community work. We've been doing a lot of great community work and just helping to be that extra voice and an ear to listen to what is needed out there. So with the radio station that we have, it's 24/7 in over 147 countries around the world. We have the Inspiration for Life magazine, the publication. But throughout this time, Miss Rosalind, there's a lot of people that still need to be featured, that still need to be heard, that still we still need to showcase and let people know, because I know a lot of the times I have friends that stop they quit their business because there is no business for them, and they just say, hey, we give up. Or even nonprofits say, hey, yeah, we're not going to do this anymore. So a lot of it does boil down to funding, and a lot of these nonprofits need funding. A lot of these small businesses, they want to get their exposure. So everything that we've ever done through Inspiration for Life Media has been a community based media organization and outlet. along with the outreach, to be a place where they can feel like they can be seen and heard. So when we created these different magazines and their radio station, and the Live on Air with Rita show, being all over San Antonio, there, that has always been a set mission for that. Why, why am I doing all this? It's for you, it's for the people, it's for the community of San Antonio, and how we can reach more. And of course, reaching the masses through our radio station. We reach over 147 countries around the world, so we're able to play their music. They submit their music on a daily basis. This is every single day. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much music that I have to go through and listen to, and say, this is a great honor for them to say, can you play our music? I know you're around the world, and we want people to get to know us. So I don't even really have to do anything on a radio station. It's in its own world of, people going on there listening to the musicians and talent from San Antonio and around the world. So I figured, what else can we do? We have the one magazine with Inspiration for Life, and we want to really target more for the small businesses, and the nonprofits, and the youth programs, and so forth, and also the women's organizations. So there's a lot of different things that we wanted to do to reach out. So of course, with the partnership with you, Miss Rosalind, I love that we're coming up with the Voices of San Antonio, the nonprofit Voices of San Antonio, so that we can give them their own platform, give them a magazine to be featured, and then we can put that out to the masses and say, hey, look, these are the nonprofits that are seeking help. They're needing the funding to keep going. So this will be a perfect place for them to do that. And right now, like I said, with the partnership that we have with It's Already Done Ministries, we can take things by donation. Say, hey, you know what? We just want to get you in. Let's make this happen. And we don't like to sell ads. It's like, oh, we don't want to sell ads. We want to be able to say, hey, with a small donation, you can be a part of something bigger, that is on a global network, and we can get the word out for what you're trying to do. So that's the Nonprofit Voices magazine. Of course, we have the other ones. We have 4 other ones that we'll be launching, and I have 2 other partnerships, and I'm just waiting for them to create other magazines as well. These are things that can be done easily and just put together, to help, be there for them. But the other thing that we're working on that I'm very proud of is the TV network, the Inspiration for Life TV network. And that's a 24/7 TV network that we're literally out there from the north side, the south side, the east side, the west side, Southtown, downtown, surrounding areas, Texas, and around the world. So exactly. So we want to be able to put content together, even feature films and stories and documentaries, whatever we can put together during the times that when we had fun. It took a whole day pretty much, if you really think about it, just going all over San Antonio to these different spots and landmarks and places that people know here in San Antonio. To put some, that was just for the intro. That was just for the intro. Putting something together that people recognize, and people say, oh my gosh, yes, I love that place. And oh my gosh, this is something, people will want to tune in because they want to see their friends on there. They want to help encourage them and support them and show them some love as they see them on the shows. So with this network, the Inspiration for Life TV network on Roku TV, pretty much if you don't have a Roku TV or smart TV, I think you can buy what is it, Jazzy? A Fire Stick? You just buy the Fire Stick, plug it in, and you can have Roku TV, and it's on 24/7. You just download the app, Inspiration for Life TV network, on there, and you get to see, it's like watching your favorite daytime show here in San Antonio for that 1 hour, but this one is going to be 24 hours a day. This is going to be 24 hours of San Antonio, your friends and your small businesses, your nonprofits and your schools, and teachers and military, and a little bit of everything. And I love that we're going to be able to bring that to you. And with that as well, the super cool thing is kind of like a Netflix thing. You can go on demand. You can find a different show that you want. We also have a pay-per-view option. And there's a scheduled time, like a TV guide. So it's going to have amazing features to where you can literally find the show that you're looking for once we put out all the different shows that we'll be filming and putting together. So that's another amazing partnership that we're working with yourself, and of course Anabanda's part of the team, and Stephen Alvarado is part of the team. He's our videographer. And whenever we have Jasmine come and join us, she's our our boom mic audio. We had the privilege of doing that this past week, Rosalind and myself. So but again, everything that we're trying to do is really be an extra voice for the communities of San Antonio, throughout that. And the other super cool thing, Rosin, as you know now, I'm on KLMO 98.9 FM on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. So that's another platform and opportunity to bring on our communities and local guests to be a part of the show and showcase what we're trying to do and highlight and showcase, the amazing people in San Antonio. So there's just a lot of different ways and platforms. So we're really literally the only one in San Antonio that's a small business, mom and pop, type of media organization that has everything that you can ask for and make donations to be a part of this organization. You're also contributing back to It's Already Done Ministries, a nonprofit organization that does so much for the communities of San Antonio. It's not even funny. I often tell Rosalind, we need to get this out there more. People need to know more about what It's Already Done Ministries does, and with our partnership together, I think we're going to accomplish that goal. In just a short amount of time, I don't even think it's probably been a little bit over a year that Rosalind and I have met, and it's just been phenomenal. The friendship and the loyalty and the support that she has shown to Inspiration for Life has been mind blowing. Like, I'm just in awe of the commitment and the love and the support that she has shown our organization. And literally, it's a win-win for the both of us. It's not like, okay, everything's about me or everything's about her. It's how can we come together and make something happen that is ultimately, yes, for the youth and the aged out foster and what we're trying to get that mission there, and also for the community of San Antonio, what we're trying to do for the media. It's for everyone, and that's what we call the beauty and unity.
That's
So I love how everything comes full circle for everything that we're trying to do for everybody, and just really being that pivotal point of San Antonio, but taking us to other areas, and the limit. There's no limits of what we're trying to do. But in reality, like I told Ms. Rosin, this is all going to come together because we want to focus on helping the youth. We also have our youth media program where the youth also has their very own magazine. And we also work with SAISD and going into the schools, and we're doing our Storytime program to where we'll be getting grant funding for that as well for the 2024-25 school year. So that is another huge blessing that we'll be able to be doing for the students, literally from kindergarten. We were working with kinder and first graders all the way up to, whatever grade. But right now we're working with elementary school to make that happen. So again, the mission, vision, and purpose is from the extreme youth until to the seniors. So whatever we need to do to help in between, especially the aged out foster care students and youth, is the mission, vision, and purpose what we're trying to do for San Antonio.
Now, I know that you had mentioned, thank you so much, Rita. Now, I know you had mentioned early on about the magazine, and I took the time to laminate, and it's
Yes.
here, so it's good that I did laminate. And so, for those of you that are interested in being part of the first launch of this nonprofit magazine, which, of course, It's Already Done Ministries will definitely be supporting and get this magazine. Look, y'all, this is the cover of the magazine. What inspired you with this particular design, Rita?
Because like I would say, with dealing with the Inspiration for Life magazine, and of course you're only dealing with one cover a month, and
Right.
every month it's like, okay, who are we going to put on there, what are we going to put on there, and there's just so many different categories and stuff. So I said, if we create these individual magazines focusing on whatever the topic, again with the nonprofits, we can narrow it down to those categories of having them on the cover every single month, no matter what. And that cover right there just kind of meant a lot to me because it had all the hands coming together, and it's literally, everybody doing their part. Every hand is whoever's organization, that's their part. And if you come together, it kind of looks like that heart that I always make for everybody. So I was like, you know what, that just goes to show that it is possible. Like I said, with the beauty and unity, it's like the like-mindedness of the same, but everybody has their own way of doing things. And if all these nonprofits can come together to make something work, then that magazine is definitely going to help. Hopefully, we're looking for people to get funded with that magazine, because it's like if they see it and they focus on like, oh, okay, let's narrow it down. We want them to send in what they're needing, their needs assessments and stuff like that. So that's one of the main things that I know, that nonprofits, they have a needs assessment. Some organizations, oh, we need clothing, oh, we need detergent, oh, we need shoes, or we need this or that. So this will be a more of a targeted magazine to let people know what they specifically need for each organization. So that's what I love about that one. Oh, I can't hear you.
Thank you. Can
There
you
you
tell
go.
me? Can you tell me? Because I know you mentioned a partnership, and most people who know us know that we are partnered with you. Last year, you were a part of Goodies for Hoodies, and you were a
Yes.
very intricate part of what we did, and walking around and making sure that you captured a lot of information. Can you talk about what your intention will be this year? But let's cover a little bit about 2023. I had to think about the year, and what do you plan to do in addition to that you found from last year? Because we're at a new location this year, so it's
Yes.
going to be a little bit more work for you, Rita, because now you're going to be inside and outside. So, we really rely and lean in on your media and making sure that you capture a lot of things that we couldn't possibly, capture. We're going to have our photographer out there, Vantasia. We're going to have our videographer out there for the ministry and taking photos, which is Maya. But we also know you're going to be coming in there and capturing a lot of information and interviewing people. So what do you see as a big picture that you're going to do to really be able to capture all of the things that we're doing with Goodies for Hoodies this year?
Well, the best part about when we were there, we captured a lot of great photos, and along with your photos, I believe it was the August of 2020. No, last year, 2023. You were on the cover of the magazine. You graced the cover, but we also featured all of the pictures that we were able to capture. And they could go back to that issue of August 2023 and look at it and kind of get an idea. I was there and I set up with my live radio station, and I did some live radio interviews. But
Yeah.
also, yes, so that's going to be one of the things. We'll be setting up our radio station and just broadcasting live and capturing everything that we can. And Lord willing, we'll have our videographer, because like I said, we're working on content, TV content for the Roku channel, and we're going to probably put something spectacular together for the TV network. So that's the main goal, is to create a TV show out of the Goodies for Your Hoodie show, so we can put that on the Roku, but also being there and capturing some interviews live. So I will be broadcasting live, and then we'll also be featuring some local heroes, a few local heroes there as well, because I know it's like you have a jam-packed day with your schedule. So that's something that our Inspiration 5 Local Heroes is very near and dear to my heart. I was on Camps 5 Great ASA for about 5 years, and we were presenting local heroes in our communities on Great DSA. So we want to continue that tradition of honoring and presenting some local heroes with their certificate awards, and letting them know that, we're watching you. We're, just to let you know, there's a lot of great people out there that are inspiring, and they make an impact and changing and saving lives. So that's one of the things that we'll be able to do as well. And then once we get all the footage from your side, from It's Already Done Ministries and our organization. And of course, we put something together and put together a video montage for others to see for next year. So just in general, altogether, the main goal is to create a really cool show for the TV Roku network. I love that.
Now, I know you mentioned, thank you. Now, I know you mentioned Roku, you mentioned the different channels, you mentioned about launching it. Now, is it possible for people to get on there with you? And if so, what does that look like? And as far as subscribers, for people who want to subscribe or join in, is there a process to that at this point, or is it still too early?
Well, I would say I would officially launch it, I would say probably in July, because we're needing 24/7 worth of content. And that's where we're at right now. We're getting all the filming done. So once July comes and we launch it, we'll hopefully have enough content to keep that going on 24/7. Of course, it's like we'll say reruns will be showing. But it'll be kind of like the Netflix, if you want to, be a part of that, we're just going to have a low fee. You're not going to pay no $24.99 a month or whatever the fee is nowadays, just to get on there. And a lot of the shows will be free to watch as you're on there. And then there'll be some very, very exclusive special shows that'll be on pay-per-view. So those would be the ones that will be like, hey, you can, if you want to watch this particular show, it's a little pay-per-view show. So we're trying to just create some exciting content, fun things, and some that people really, really want to be able to be a part of and watch. So that's the best part of it. Once you're in, everything in there will be free to watch unless it's a pay-per-view content. And if anybody wants to be a part of the magazine, like to be in it, of course, we want to say we just want to make some donations back to the cause. It's going to go back to our community outreach organizations, and of course It's Already Done Ministries, so we can continue the mission, vision, and purpose of what we're trying to do for San Antonio, to help the kiddos and stuff. There's just so many things that we literally need to sit down. I was like, girl, we need to sit and plan and get everything out there. There's just so many things. So yeah.
Yes. Well, so as I think about, it, like you had mentioned earlier, how we were all over San Antonio recording. That was exhausting and exciting. Okay.
Yeah, we had fun. We had a lot of fun.
Man, we had such a good time. I cannot wait to launch that, and so everybody can see, just the work that we put in and how it's just going to grow from there. Now, are you looking for what is the deadline for the magazine? Because I've already talked to people about this nonprofit magazine. And for those of you who are just coming on, we're talking about a lot of things, but we're talking about launching a nonprofit magazine that Rita is she is so talented. And one of the things that she's very talented at doing is magazines. And so we have a new magazine we're going to be doing specifically for nonprofits. We'd love to have you a part of it. Because we're launching it, we are taking donations for you to be in it. We're expecting to launch it in July. So we're moving pretty quick. I've already talked to some nonprofits today who are very interested in being a part of it, Rita. So yes. I'm going to be making some more calls directly out so I can talk to some people and just make sure that we don't miss anybody who, often you talk to people, they're like, oh my God, if I would have known, I would have did it.
Exactly.
So I know some nonprofits that, that you and I deal with personally. So I want to make sure that I reach out to those people, make some, direct calls and let them know about it. Send them a picture of the cover, let them know about it and see if they're interested so we can get that thing launched out.
And don't forget, not only the K Alamo radio station that I'm on Saturday mornings, we're also partnered with La Prensa Texas. And that's going to be our very own newspaper that is going to be in the inserts of every La Prensa. And I would say that would be by August, once we get everything situated, because we were supposed to be in our new home this month, but it hasn't transpired yet. So we're still kind of waiting for that. So once we get that locked down, we're looking at, setting that up. So I'm hoping by August will be the official Inspiration for Life newspaper that we will be launching and setting out there. And that'll be in over 35 different zip codes all over San Antonio, where the newspaper will be dispersed along with La Prensa. So I love that partnership that I have with them as well.
That's amazing. So the actual magazine, the one that I'm holding up the cover, that one will be
No,
that's
it's going to
one.
be
Oh,
it'll be the Inspiration for Life newspaper. So
got
it'll
it.
be so we can add a couple of clips or stuff, but this one will actually be a newspaper that will be in the inserts of La Prensa. So everything has its own, entity of what it's going to be in there. But yeah, so that will be a whole separate another another entity publication that we'll be having as well.
Well, one of the things that I had and I answered it, but I want to make sure I gave the right information. When people inquired about the nonprofit magazine, they asked, "Is it digital? Is it going to be bound, or is it both?" And I said that it's going to be digital. However, they can purchase
Yes.
hardbound if they want to. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, so it's a digital magazine, but if anybody wants to purchase, we'll also have a link where they can go on there, purchase their magazine, and it will be delivered to their home. So, but if we get enough sponsors to say, hey, I want to sponsor this, on a monthly basis, and we can purchase so many that we can probably disperse those at different locations as well. So, we can definitely do that. Again, it's all about the sponsorships. But right now, it's a digital magazine, but they are able to purchase it if they want to purchase it.
Wonderful. Well, I want to make sure that I touch base a little bit on goodies for hoodies as well, because I
Yes.
know, like I said before, you're going to be actively involved in that. For those of you that are not knowledgeable, and I don't know where you're at in the world that you don't know about goodies for hoodies, but goodies for hoodies is scheduled for the last Saturday of July, July the 27th. We are expecting to have a turnout. If you that are here listening, share this video, and if you that are listening, bring people. If you have businesses, if you are a vendor, if you have friends and family, and you let your family know about the event, then that's how we have a success. And so we
Mm-hmm.
are asking you to come out. Everything is free for the children. Everything from bouncy houses to free snow cones and popcorn. We're gonna have petting zoos. Um, we're gonna have petting zoos. I always like to say petting zoos. I heard myself say it twice. We're gonna have the pony rides out there again. We're gonna have live worship music. We are
Ooh.
still looking. Yes, we're still looking for multiple genres. We want people to be out worshiping the Lord, and we want to display what heaven is going to look like. That means all nationalities, all colors of skin, all types of music that worships the Lord. That's what we're looking for. So if you know someone who plays instruments, or you know someone who praise dances, or you know someone who enjoys that's musically inclined, I'm just gonna say Rita's musically inclined, y'all. I don't know if
Ooh.
she can sing beautiful, like an angel, y'all. So I just want to throw
Not
that in.
like
And so yes, she sings so well. So we're gonna have some really great people that are out there. We have Devin with Art Nor Productions is gonna be out there with her youth. We have a lot of vendors that are gonna be out there, but we're still looking for vendors. We're gonna have a silent auction. We're still looking for items for our silent auction. Rita's husband, who
oh
is in the
yeah, art
yes,
for a cause.
yes, Blas, it will be out there with Art for a Claus with photos that he has or artwork that he has created. And so we're still looking for businesses or people that are willing to donate items. We're looking for donations still. We're looking for different people, volunteers. We're still looking for 100 volunteers. We have a chili cook-off. We have a food bank. We have a car show. We have so many things going on, Rita, out there. Like you
Yeah.
said, shout out to Amanda, who will be coming out there and also with photos. We need so many people that are going to be out there. What's the word I'm looking for? Just putting their hands to the
Yeah.
plow. It takes a large amount of people to run an event like this.
Yeah.
And so we're really, really looking forward to getting the support, getting people out there. If you have any questions about anything in regard to goodies for your hoodies, you can contact me directly. My number is 210-446-8663. But if you want to reach out to Rita,
Me.
then Rita, how do you want people to reach out to you? I know you have a lot.
I guess they can go to inspiration, the number 4, life.org, click on contact and send me a message there. So I'll get those right away.
Yes, and that could be anything from wanting to know about the nonprofit magazine. That could be about, we still interview uh, people that do businesses, and so we're always looking for people with businesses, right? Nonprofits, so that
Yes.
Rita and I can interview them. Listen, my mind is just like, oh my God, we do so many things, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it. Look, y'all, I'm just attached at the hip. Okay, she say go left, I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Which way is left again? Which way is left? So yeah, so we're having fun. Yes, exactly. We're having fun out in the streets. I love what you're doing with the children in the school system. I love for those of you who really didn't understand what she was saying. She takes recordings in there. She takes mics. She takes books, and she allows these young children to read out loud and records their voices. And what that does is not only does that make them excited about reading, that expands their mind. It just does so many things in the area of reading, and I just love that you do that. I've been able to talk to you and see the logo and see what you're doing in the school system.
Yeah.
So this is something else that's just really great. And I mentioned to y'all that a lot of things that are going on in the San Antonio area, Rita is the one who established a lot of the things. If I gave y'all a list, it would blow y'all's. You don't see her now, but she was the one in the forefront of a lot of activities and the things that are going on right now that are continuing to go on. She did it. She stepped away. She built it up and made it very successful. Stepped away, and now those programs are still going on in the San Antonio area. And so I know my connection with her is divine. I know It's Already Done Ministries connected to Rita has been a blessing. She mentioned earlier what a blessing that we have been to her, but she's been a blessing to us as well. And that's what it's all about when you do business or you have those divine connections that are absolutely connected to the Lord, then you know that we can work together, and it's never any big I's or little U's. We just get in and do whatever we need to do to get the work done. So
Yeah.
is there anything, Rita, that I didn't mention? Because I really wanted to make sure we put out about the magazine, that we put out about the upcoming channels that we have coming up, so that people are aware that hey, Rita's doing a new thing, y'all. She's just adding to that rapport of,
Yeah, we're just continuing, and I'm actually just living my dreams that have been as a part of my long list of goals and dreams to accomplish. It's one of those check and check type of things that I could go back and say, hey, I met this milestone, I accomplished it, and we finally did it. It's nothing new. Anything that we do is literally nothing new. It's always been part of the dreams and goals list. It was just a matter of finding the right partners to do them with. Because a lot of the times, if I don't have the right partners, I just kind of put them on the back burner and just say it'll happen, it'll come. It's not my time right now. But I just feel that the partnerships that I have right now have been amazing. That have been a true blessing. Even going to, like, I'll give a quick plug to the markets. I do my markets on the weekends. I'm having one this Saturday, June 15th at Brick at Blue Star. And that's another amazing partnership that I have with Brick at Blue Star. I have markets every single month. So this Saturday, June 15th from 10 to 4 p.m. and also at Mi Familia at the Rim. They've been one of my long, loyal sponsors and partners. So we do a lot of our filming there for the shows and for the Live on Air with Rita shows and the TV shows, but also with the market. So I have a market there once a month, and the next one will take place to July 13th and 14th. Saturdays are always from 10 to 9 p.m. and Sundays are 10 to 4. So just go to the website. Everything's on there. We do a lot of great things. But again, like I tell Ms. Rosalind, we need to just start meeting on a regular basis. That's how I am with La Prensa. It's like every week we have to meet once a week, no matter what, just to lock things down, make sure we're on the right page. We got our sponsorships together, with the work that we're going to do. So right now, our main focus, everybody, again, is with the Goodies for Your Hoodies event coming up next month. That's the main focus that we're working on right now. And of course, the magazine, the nonprofit magazine. If you want to be a part of that, we're trying to keep it simple as far as ads or sending us your bio, your story, to put that in there. Or, like I said, for the TV network radio station, the Saturday morning radio show. So there's just so many different ways. If you want to get yourself out there, if you want to be seen, you want to be heard. And it's nothing for you to feel like, oh, I want to be seen, I want to be heard. It's more of your why, your mission, vision, and purpose that we need to share with others. Because a lot of people, they tend to mistake they tend to mistake that for being, selfish or vanity reasons. For us, it's about, you need to be seen, you need to be heard. You have a great story, you have a great product, or you have your great mission, vision, and purpose for your nonprofit, and we need others to know what you're doing. So that's my why.
That's good. I appreciate you so much, Rita. I do want y'all to stay tuned because this is deliberately titled Tune In Together. We still have our Sister Supporting Sisters. This is still Sister Supporting Sisters. I just wanted to expand a little bit more and be able to talk about the activities that we have going on in the community. I really wanted to talk a lot more about what Rita and I are doing, because there's just some phenomenal things that we're doing here in the community, along with a lot of other friends that I'm going to bring on here. We'll still keep the Sisters Supporting Sisters, but once a month, I want to do a tune in together with Rosalind. You might see me out skating, y'all. Y'all might see me out zip lining. Like, y'all getting ready to see the adventure side of Rosalind. I've been holding back. Y'all might get I might be live jumping out of a plane, traveling with, and Rita, I hear AJ. And so, and AJ and I might be out there on some bumper cars. We don't know what is going to be on Tune In Together. But I do really want to make sure that Rita and I are reaching out and identifying people that are doing great things in the community, and just being able to let you know that we are all over the place. A lot of times, we may share and we may be on live, on the air with Rita, and then I'll just plug in on her page. And so, but just stay tuned. It's a lot of things going on in the San Antonio area. You don't want to miss the things that we're doing in the community. Along with, like I said, not only her and I, but we plug in with a lot of other partners and doing things. So just get out and support, and just know that our money is good ground. Our businesses are good ground, and the people that we connect with, we represent them as good soil. So again, we're looking forward to seeing y'all around in the community. If you see us, say hi. We love to meet new people, and we certainly love to see our old friends. And so, is there anything else, Rita, that we might want to cover that we didn't talk about that you can think of?
No, I think that's everything in a nutshell. Just really trying to get everything out there, and just follow us on our social medias. I think going to Rosalind's website or social media, and I gave you the website inspirationforlife.org. We have everything up already going and showcasing. So the new things and the projects, again, with the magazine, the nonprofit magazine, and the Roku, that we're working on getting that content so we can get that launched. So if you want to be a part of that, just reach out to Rosalind or myself, and we're ready for you. We're pretty much ready for you.
And here it is. This is the cover of the nonprofit magazine that we're going to be launching out. We want to launch it in July, and we'd love to have you to be a part of it. So if you're interested, again, reach out to myself, reach out to Rita. Let us know. We're taking donations. That way we can put out what you're doing and just make sure that the community is aware.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So that's all we have for tonight. This is a once a month thing, just to kind of let you know, tune in together, and we'll let you know what's going on. So thank you, Rita, for being my host or my guest tonight. Thank you so much. God bless y'all. Love you. Love you.
All right. Bye.